Hi, it's Max, and today I'm going to share some pop culture history. I think everyone by now has heard of the term Bebot. Today, we know Bebot as a TikTok trend that celebrates the iconic Filipino makeup of the late 90s to early 2000s. Pale, sometimes chalky eyeshadow, high arched brows, a glossy lip, and a bronze complexion. The word bebot itself comes from the 1980s Filipino slang for babe or hot girl, and it reached a global stage through Bebot by Apple the App of the Black Eyed Peas. And Apple's story is the reason why this song carries so much weight. Born to a Filipino mother and an African American father he never met, Alan Pineda Lindo grew up in poverty working on a farm. He was born with a rare eye condition called nystagmus and was legally blind. His mother signed him up at the Pearl S. Buck Foundation, an organization that supported marginalized women and children from diverse cultural backgrounds. Through that program, he was sponsored to move to the US in the late 80s at around 14 years old. There, he received the medical care and education he never had access to in the Philippines. In the US, his roommate, a person we now know as will.i.am, became one of his closest friends and musical collaborators. Apple lived with homesickness from the Philippines and struggled with the long distance away from his family. So when will.i.am asked him, "What do you call a hot girl in Filipino?" Bebot was created. It became more than just a playful track. It was a love letter to Filipinos. And at the time when Filipino visibility in global pop culture was almost non-existent, the world was suddenly singing in our language. For Filipino Americans, it was recognition. For immigrants and OFWs, it echoed the story of leaving home to build a better life. Bebot was never just about a sexy Filipina. It was about pride.
Pinoy ka sigaw na, sige, kung maganda ka sigaw na, sige, kung buhay mo'y mahalaga, sige, salamat sa iyong suporta.
And its resurgence today matters, because in an age where Filipinas are still told to whiten their skin, soften their features, and move closer to Western beauty standards, Bebot centers around our brownness and every spectrum of it. It reminds us that history lives in the way we look, and that our faces are worthy of celebration. So when you hear Bebot, it's not just about a girl. It's about a people learning to love who they are.